Well, hello everyone, Average Sniper here. Welcome to the video. Smack that like button and let's get started. First of all, I would like to say thank you to everyone who tuned in for the 6-hour Rondo stream yesterday. It broke records in likes and views, and it was an amazing time to spend with you guys. I promised that I would give you my honest opinion and review of Rondo, and that's what this video is all about. So let's go ahead and get started. As you can see in the video footage, I am flying on the emergency pickup plane. This was the very first match. I decided to look for somewhere very high up on the map that no one else could get to unless they parachuted, so that I could do a little bit of sniping and see more of the map. And boy, was that a good decision. Overall, I really enjoyed playing on Rondo. It is the latest map that PUBG has released, and it just came out yesterday if you're watching this video on December 7th. It will come out for console 1 week from today. So, let me say again, welcome to Rondo. As you can see, this is one of the highest points in the map, and I suspected someone else might try to land here, and they certainly did, but I had gotten here first. This is the new JS9, which is a submachine gun that was introduced with the release of this map, and I believe this gun is exclusive to Rondo, and this guy found out the hard way that this was my camping spot. So anyway, let's get real, guys. Rondo. Is it a good map? Is it a bad map? Let's find out. The first thing, or the second thing I noticed is that the arena reminds me of the original Warzone. If you guys remember the original Warzone, it had an arena, it had a few cities, and so I decided to land here and check it out. It's even got ascender ropes that can bring you up to the top, and I almost felt like they copied and pasted this from Warzone. I don't know if a lot of arenas look very different from each other, but this one is almost identical to the way the one looks in Warzone. But there's nothing wrong with that. It's got great loot. It's got a very open space in the middle, as you would expect from an arena, and it's going to lead to a lot of interesting combat scenarios. I got into it. I only landed here once. I don't know why. It just seemed like too much of a hot drop, and the matches were taking so long to start, which is another thing I wanted to mention, and this is less to do with the new map and more to do with just PUBG in general. I guess this really depends on what region you live in, but I was expecting matches to start really fast in the solo TPP queue yesterday, but it was very slow, and people told me that the FPP queue was very slow yesterday for the North American queue, which is where I play. So I don't think this map is going to like breathe new life into PUBG. I think a lot of people that haven't played in a while are going to come back to try it out, and then the player count is just going to level back out, because yesterday didn't seem like it was anything special. It didn't seem like there were a lot of extra players on. Another thing I wanted to show you guys is the map. This is the largest playable area. Do you notice how there's not much water around the edges? That means the gameplay is going to be slower, because there's a lot of places that players can be, unlike Erangel and other maps where it's mostly surrounded by water and you're not going to have 50 people out in the water swimming. I was wondering why the matches were going so slow, and this is why. And they did say this in the notes. They said this map has the largest playable area of any PUBG map. I believe they said that. So it's like Miramar on steroids now. It has a really cool bridge and city area, which you can see I am driving to now. This is the one major city with big skyscrapers on the map. You can see one further in the distance, but that's actually outside of the map bounds. This is the city that they advertised in all the ads and commercials. I was a little disappointed that they didn't put more detail into the city as far as what buildings you could go into and what rooms you could go into. It seems like most of the buildings are just here to look pretty. You cannot really get into all the rooms except on the ground floor and the third floor. It's kind of a weird design. There might be something about it that I'm missing, but one of the first things I tried doing was landing on the roof of one of these skyscrapers to see if there was any loot or doors that led into the building, and I was wrong. You can see here that this door is not really a door. It doesn't open, and if we look at the texture, it's pretty bad. This is just a placeholder on these roofs. Same with that door over there. So I decided to parachute down and check some of the other roofs, and they all turned out to be pretty much the same. So the city is nice as far as looks go, very graphically pleasing. But as far as gameplay goes, I don't think it's going to be anything special. It's going to be just like the cities in Tago. You're going to have people landing on the roofs and sniping, and you're going to have people basically on the ground level. There's not a lot of in between. So people are either going to be up high or they're going to be down low. There was no loot on these high roofs. So if you are landing in the city, make sure to land a little bit lower. As you can see, I have to jump off of this roof and land at the sub roof down here on this other building so that I can just start getting looted up. So cities remind me of Tago, which is another thing I wanted to talk about. Oh wait, before we get into that, check this out. These are the escalators, and you can actually drive cars over them if they're wide enough, and it like speeds you up. not by much because you're in a car, but it's pretty cool. They have those on the bridge, so you can run across the bridge really fast. They're the walking escalators, kind of like the ones you see in airports and public places that have very long walking routes to speed it up. Here's the new vehicle, which is what I wanted to mention. This is the Neox Blanco, I believe, and it's very slow. Not the best vehicle. It is exclusive to Rondo, so there's not much special about it. It is classified as an SUV or hybrid, so if you have any skins that apply to the UAZ or the four-wheel drive vehicle that you'll find on Vikendi, this car will take that skin. And the inside of it has a, I don't think I have any footage of it, but it has a cool little LED screen. You can kind of see it in third person through the back window here. Other than that, it is just a normal car. The windows are pretty big, so kind of easy to get shot out of. I would much prefer a smaller sports car, but I guess if I needed an SUV, then this would be the one. Now, as far as the gunfights go on this map, it seemed to go pretty much like any other large map. Erangel, Tago, Destin. I think this map has more of a Tago feel than anything else. The north part of the map is kind of brown, and the southern part of the map is mostly green, kind of like Erangel and Sandhawk. But as far the map, if I had to say which maps this reminds me of, it reminds me of a cross between Destin and Tago. And I think the biggest complaint people are going to have is the same one on Tago, where there's too much of a large playable area and people just can't find each other fast enough for gunfights. This is going to go both ways. You have some people that like to play very tactically and survive, and other people that like to go for the gunfights. And if the map is too large and it's too hard to find the gunfights, you'll have a lot of people complaining about that. So I don't know how it's going to go. I feel like I had a great time playing it yesterday because it's shiny, it's new, it is breathing a little bit of life back into PUBG because people are coming back to check it out. But I give it a week or two and everything will be back to normal. People will have formed their opinions on this map, and unfortunately I think the main opinion is going to be that this map is too big, there's not enough gunfights, and it's too open. Now I could be wrong, and that's not exactly what I think. I don't mind, you know, big open maps. I still have fun playing them. I don't like Miramar. A lot of you guys will say, but you don't like Miramar. That's a lot more to do with just than how big and boring and open it is. But I was able to get in some really cool gunfights, and I was able to get a couple wins on this map, both in the double digits. And that new submachine gun, the JS9, is pretty epic. So overall, I say I am really enjoying the new map. The next time I stream, I also hope to play it exclusively. I give it a 7.5 out of 10 because, let's be honest, it's no Erangel, but it does have very good gunfights when you find them. It has very good cover. It has very good scenery. It's not just chock full of cities and weird places. You can still choose to hot drop or soft drop. It's got a very good flow going, and I honestly hope that not too many people complain about it because I do think it's a great map, and I'm having a lot of fun playing on it. If my opinion changes in the future, I'll make another video and let you guys know. As always, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to click one of the links to see one of my videos or another one of my videos, and good luck out there on the battlegrounds. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.